nobody could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Got to lose one. Shit.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
Now Foreman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm on. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 24.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Patrick. Check out, bro. Hot. Check 99. Check 99. 99.
From the gun, here's Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now 2nd and 7 for the 23. Trying the right side with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Let's go. Mike 55, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with a fresh leg? He's able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And down he goes. goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta. All day, baby, all day.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
53, Mike 53. Here we go, dude. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Hey, 31. Let's go.
Third and long. It's Watson. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. Escapes the defender. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The final shot before half for Wentz. Caught by the the tight end, Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, exit. Don't get nervous. Mike 55.
To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. On 1st down, it's Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing his Wentz. Ertz has it left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he connects with Ertz. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Out of the gun, Watson. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go, go. Waiting.
Wentz now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson with a give to Miller. Miller with a 1st down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
46 down, man. 5-4. 41 to Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, high 7.
Now Wentz. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
81, 41. We've got a wedge down.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to float this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Howard. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Hey, kill. Hey, force, don't kill.
They'll run it with Sproles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
82, 82. 41 Mike. Hey, orbit. 41's coming. 41's a Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now a first down throw. Watson looking deep down. And got his man complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey,
Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Watson now to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready? Mike 41, Mike 41. I got you.
Hey, Haywood.
41's the Mike, 41's the Mike. Check, 41. Hey, deep.
To throw is Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
41's coming, 41's the Mike. Watch the screen.
Back to throw, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Right there in the middle, 55. I'm coming.
Wentz to throw. And he's going to go down again. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. 53 the mic.
Watson now to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.